What's up, YouTube? Low Budget Media Productions here. Finally, I have something to post. Sorry I haven't posted in a while. I've been really busy with school and just other life stuff, but I'm back, and I have for my first deck profile I have I think it might be my second. I don't remember offhand at the time I'm recording this video. One of my first deck profiles for the new format, the April 2015 format. Lots of crazy stuff happened for this ban list. I really like this ban list. I had said that I was not going to do another Battlin Boxer deck profile until after World Superstars drops, but after seeing the ban list, I really thought that Battlin Boxers had a chance to actually compete with the meta a bit more now that Necros got hit, and so did Skill Drain and Vanity's Emptiness, thus improving my Cliffort matchup and slightly improving my Necros matchup, which was utter crap. But anyway, I have my Battlin Boxer deck profile, pre-World Superstars, and I also have a preliminary side deck for the new format. So, I'll just get on with it. So first off, your main monster of the deck. Battlin Boxer Glassjaw, he is your 2000 beater. He's your guy with 0 defense, which is a crucial part of another card that I will get onto later in the profile. He's your beater, and he is your main guy that you use when you make your loops to make infinite lead yokes, unless you get interrupted. So his effect, when he is targeted for an attack, he self-destructs, thus triggering his next effect, which is when he's sent to the graveyard by a card effect, he adds a Battlin Boxer monster from a graveyard to my hand. So this guy, he's your recycling card. He could be considered a semi-rota if you dump something with headgear, and then he grabs something from the graveyard when he's sent. So it's by any card effect, whether it be Foolish Burial, your headgeared, your detaching from lead yoke, or Mirror Force, Torrential Tribute, Dark Hole, anything like that, Ring of Destruction, his effect will go off, grabbing you a Battlin Boxer monster. So he is one of the best monsters in the deck. Combined with 2000 attack, which can beat over quite a bit of things, he's just really good. Next up, you have 3 Battlin Boxer Spar. He's your Geargy Accelerator of the deck. When you control a Battlin Boxer monster, you can special summon him from your hand at the cost of your no battle phase for the rest of the turn. Another cool thing you can do with him is you can attack and then drop him during main phase 2, because his text is worded like a Bahamut Shark, whereas where you can use it during your main phase 2 because it says you cannot conduct your battle phase for the rest of the turn. So that is really good. He's your main guy to help you get into your non-Battlin Boxer Exceed plays, which are really crucial for the deck, because you can't, sometimes lead yoke is not going to cut it. 3 Battlin Boxer Headgeared. He's the mathematician of the deck for your Battlin Boxers. He'll dump any of your Battlin Boxers that you need, whether it be your switch hitter to get your plays going, or your Glassjaw to recycle something, or even a Spar, just in case you want to grab it with Glassjaw later on. And then while he is in face-up attack position, once per turn he can't be destroyed by battle. So one thing I like to do is normal summon him, leave him there, he'll dump something, and then set some back row and maybe activate like a Kaiser Coliseum, so your opponent really can't do anything and they can't kill him. Then next turn you can summon something else and go into an Exceed play. So 3 of him is always a must. Next you have your Wolfbark of the deck in 3 Battlin Boxer Switch Hitter. Really good card, amazing card. When he's normal summoned, you special summon a Battlin Boxer monster from your graveyard. Most of the time it is going to be Battlin Boxer Glassjaw, then you make a lead yoke, and then when you detach Glassjaw, his effect will activate, grabbing you a Battlin Boxer from your graveyard, which will most likely, most of the time, be Switch Hitter. So you summon him, then you go summon him, Switch Hitter, summon him, then when you detach you detach Switch Hitter, then you detach Glassjaw, then Glassjaw's effect will activate, grabbing this back to hand, and you rinse and repeat and make all the lead yokes. So really, really good. His only restriction is that you can only special summon Battlin Boxer monsters for the rest of the turn. That's one of the reasons that this is one of the ways that this deck is really hindered. The deck is kind of too fair, like compared to other things like Necros or even his kind of like counterpart, or not really counterpart, but like another similar type of card like him, Wolfbark or Satellar Knight Altair. Well, except Satellar Knight Altair has a restriction, but Wolfbark has a restriction. So this you can only special summon Battlin Boxers. This card will get infinitely better once World Superstars drops and Nova Caesar comes out, and Nova Caesar would be amazing. It's a themed Soul Charge for the deck, which is really, really, really amazing. So 3 of him is going to be, you're going to have to play him, because the deck really needs to be able to keep advantage and keep making lead yokes in order to win. Next up, I have 2 Battlin Boxer Veil. 3 gets really cloggy. It's just nice for stopping OTKs and just getting a free special summon in. So, not really much to be said about him. He really stops a lot of OTKs. Then I have double Masked Chameleon. Masked Chameleon is basically another Wolfbark type card for the deck. So you could max out on these and play 3 Chameleon, 3 Switch Hitter, then you have basically 6 Wolfbarks in the deck, but that kind of is overkill because you'll end up dead drawing these way too early when you don't have any Glassjaws in your graveyard for a target, being Glassjaw as your only target. You're most if you play 3 of this, you're most likely not going to have a Glassjaw in the graveyard before you get have this in hand. So 2 is probably the perfect number. And then he gets you into your Synchro and Exceed plays. I really like to make Exciton with this card. I don't know why, but every time that I draw him, I most of the time either make Exciton or, yeah, basically the only thing that I make with this is Exciton. Sometimes I'll make, like, Synchro if I need it, but most of the time it's only Exciton. So that's pretty cool. So that's all the monsters. I'm playing 3, 6, 9, 12... 15, 18, like 3, 6, 9, 12. I'm playing 16 monsters, I think. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, my bad. 16 monsters. Not a very high monster count, but it's really all you need. It's all you really can play. There's not really much else that you could play unless you wanted to play 3 Chameleon or 3 Veil, but 3 Chameleon and 3 Veil are bad. So anyway, on to the spells. You play 3 Reinforcement of the Army, pretty much a must because it's a warrior deck and you need your searches because it's an amazing card. Double Dark Hole for A, board clearing, and B, you can trigger off Lead Yoke, which will make him detach and save itself, and then you clear your opponent's board in the process, and then you, if you had a Glassjaw attached to Lead Yoke and that's what you detached, you would trigger that as well. So 2 Dark Hole is really, really good, especially in this format, where you want to get rid of Jin, because Jin is one of the things that you lose to. Now that Emptiness is one, Emptiness was one of the main things that you lost to, but now that Emptiness is one, you won't lose to it as much, even though you can sometimes lose to it if you don't have the out. If you don't have the immediate out, your opponent will kill you before you get rid of their Emptiness. But Dark Hole is just another out for Jin, because Jin is one of the big problems that this deck has. Next, I'm playing Double Forbidden Lance to protect my Lead Yoke from non-destroying effects such as Phoenix Wing, Wind Blast, Karma Cut, or let's see what others, I don't know, Dark Core if people play that, but other things like that, and then just for protecting the monsters in general. And then one thing that I really, 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 really love to do with this, if I'm going against Shadalls, Masked Heroes, or Burning Abyss, I can lance they can target their monster, but then I can lance it. I'll chain lance, so their monster is unaffected by the mask change, whether it be mask change second or regular mask change in Masked Heroes. Their monster won't go to the graveyard, and then they won't be able to their monster will stay on the field and they can't bring out their masked hero. So that is amazing, especially if you're going against Burning Abyss and they're say they're going to like mass change second a Graph or a Farfa, and then, well, especially a Farfa, because they're gonna get Farfa's effect and banish your lead yoke. So you can lance whatever they're going to do, and then they won't be able to be sent to the graveyard by the mash. A really blowout matchup. So next up, just double space, 2 space. Really all you need in this format, because Clifford's aren't really much of a thing. Even though you do lose to some floodgates, you aren't really going to as hard. It's not really needed at 3, is what I'm basically trying to say, because Vanities is at 1. Also, Skill Drain is at 1, which were your main problems for this deck. So I do side the 3rd one just in case I am going against Cliffords and need to like pop their scouts and stuff. But 2 is really the only number that you need in the main deck, especially with Necros not playing too much back row, which is one of your hardest matchups. I'm playing double Kaiser Coliseum. This is a really, really anti-meta card. I am thinking about bumping this up to 3 because it's so good. I want to see it. I want to see it as soon as possible, because it's really a blowout card against Burning Abyss. And sometimes Necros, unless they're like playing Unicore, and they're just like sitting on a Unicore. But you know, 2 Kaisers really, really good against, especially Burning Abyss. Like if you're just sitting on a lead yoke and some back row along with Kaiser, you're in a really good position, because they cannot special summon more than one Burning Abyss to make a Dante, and they can't get their plays going. So really, really, really good. And then it's decent against Necros if they're like trying to like OTK you. Then for the 1-ofs, I'm playing 1 Book of Moon, 1 Soul Charge, 1 Raigeki, and 1 Foolish Burial. Book Soul Charge and Raigeki are self-explanatory, and then Foolish Burial is just to dump anything that you really might need into the graveyard. That is it for spells. Now for the traps, Double Mirror Force, because it's really a blowout card against like Necros and stuff. So really, really good. 2 Breakthrough Skill to shut off Unicores and Windows and such. And then whatever else might be needing negated, especially Trishula. Oh my gosh, Trishula. Yeah, Trishula is really a big problem for this deck. So, you know, stop Trishulas. And Brios are a big problem for the deck too. Now I'm going into my gigantic list of 1-ofs in 1 Emptiness. Really, really good. I mean, no explanation really needed. 1 Mind Crush, because they don't have multiples. 1 Bottomless, 1 Secret Rare Ring of Destruction. So glad I picked this up when it was a $3 card. 1 Torrential, 1 Compulse, 1 Warning, and 1 Trap Trick Trapple Nightmare, because this is a really, really good card, especially against Brionix and Trishulas. So that is it for the main deck. I believe it is 43 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yep, 43 cards. Really, that's all I could fit. Probably am going to bump it up to 44 or 45 when Shadow comes out, because there's not really anything that I know what to cut. So now for the extra deck, I am playing 3 Lead Yoke. Obviously, you have to play 3 Lead Yoke because it's your box monster. So yeah, 3 Lead Yoke, really, really good card. When it's detached, when an Exceed Material is detached from him, he gains 800, and then if any Battlin Boxer monster I control will be destroyed, I can detach from him instead. So then it's detached. Triggers that. So yeah. Then Cowboy, Ragnar Zero, 101, Exciton, King of the Fair Elements to search out your Mass Chameleons, Dark Rebellion, Dweller, Excalibur, Blade Armor Ninja. This is probably coming out once I get my Castel back, and that'll be replaced by Castel, but I still don't have my Castel back from my friend. 1 Thought Ruler, 1 Scrap Dragon, and 1 Stardust Dragon. I really, really like this card because it just stops all those like big, massive destruction cards. This has really saved me so many times. I can't even like explain it. So this is my now for the side deck. This is my preliminary side deck for the format. This is what I think. It's all theory, mainly based from my locals, where, you know, there's a lot of Necros, a lot of Ritual Beasts, a lot of Yosenjus, crazy amount of Yosenjus, and then it's like Satellar Knights. It's a lot of meta, but, you know, there's you know, the scrubs and stuff. Well, yeah, like me, but like, you know, the newbies and stuff. But so this is kind of my starting side deck. I will, after I start going to locals again and start playing, I will change that up. So first, 3 Lancias, especially for Ritual Beast and Necros. Against Necros, it stops their mirrors from going off, and also Trishula. Trishula is really not that big of a problem for this deck as you may think. Even though it can get rid of lead yoke, if I make the effort to play around it, which I can, and it's not really as hard as you'd think, because, you know, you can just like go bonkers and empty your hand as fast as possible, but you can play around Trishula, and then this will also stop it. And this also is a blowout card against Ritual Beast, because they really can't do anything. Like, if you do this during their draw phase, if you like summon the Conhawk and then you just activate this, they really can't do anything else that turn, because this shuts them off for like everything. They can't contact fuse, they can't use Conhawk, they can't use their Rampengu, I don't think, and they can't like do all their other stuff. So this is really, really good. Then I am playing 1 Myrmelio because I do side 2 trap holes, regular trap holes, because normal summons are still a big part of the kind of medium-ish, kind of, you know, important part of the format, especially against Necros when they like normal summon their Manjus or their Senjus. So just 1 Myrmelio, it's all you need. And then you're also playing 2 trap holes main decked. 2 Book of Eclipse. These are probably going to come out for mistakes, because I don't really want to flip over my lead yoke, even though it can be used to stop other things. It's such a good card. I'm trying to figure out what to take out for 2 mistakes. If anybody can help me with that, and tell me in the comments down below, it would be greatly appreciated. But Book of Eclipse is really, really good. It shuts off your unicorn. It shuts off the unicorns. It shuts off the I don't even know. Yeah, you can shut off Burning Abyss by like using they special summon a Burning Abyss. Then you use this, and then they can't really special summon any other Burning Abysses because they all pop themselves when they are special summoned because of the face down Burning Abyss. It doesn't count as a Burning Abyss. It's also good into Cliffort. It really just good all around card for stopping things. I'm playing a 3rd space because you kind of have to. Double Shadow Mirror and double Light Mirror, Satellar Knights, Bujins, I don't know, whatever else light is at my locals, and then that's for like Shadowhalls and Burning Abyss, and like Blackwings, if people play Blackwings. Now I'm playing, well, we'll go to this card, I'm playing double Trap Hole. Trap Hole is really good against, especially Yosenjus, which is one of my weaker matchups, especially because of Kama 1, and they'll just bounce back my lead yokes. So if I trap hole one of their things, they're not really going to be able to do much more, especially if they summon the Kama 1 first, even though, because most of the players who play Yosenjus at my locals, they're not that great of players. Like, there's only about 3 good Yosenju players at my locals. So, if they're a bad player, they might summon the Kama 1 first, which is what I'm hoping, so I can trap hole it and they won't be able to bounce back my lead yokes. And then it's good for like other decks that normal summon. Cliffort, it's good against when Necro summons their Manju Senjus, and if they're playing the Armageddon build, it's good against that. It's good against heroes, kind of, because when they like normal summon their stuffs. And Satellar Knights stops their like first turn plays. It stops their like exceeding, and so yeah, it's a good card. Then I'm playing Double Rivalry. I really, really like this card, especially this format. It's good against Burning Abyss, it's good against Shadows, it's good against Burning Abyss, Shadows, Necros, and it's also kind of good against other things. It's kind of good against spiritual ritual beasts. Since the Necros, their main monsters, they have their Manju Senjus, which are light. I mean, not light. My bad. They are fairies, if I'm correct. Their Unicorns and their Valks are spellcasters, and their Trishulas and their Brios are, and their Clausulouses are warriors. So those are 3 types alone. And then the Shrits are warriors. So those are 3 different types, and they're going to have to like play exclusive to one type. So they won't be able to go Manju and then play Mirror and then summon Unicorn, or they won't be able to like summon a Manju, summon a Senju, and then summon other things that aren't fairies. So this is really good. It's good against Shadows because they have their fiends, and then their fiends and all their they have their spellcasters. Winda, I believe, is a fiend. Shadal is a fairy. Construct is a fairy. And then if they're playing the baby dragons, those are dragons, and Dengoseka is a thunder type. So that's 4 different types already there. So they're gonna have to really they're gonna be really limited on their plays. They're not gonna be able to OTK me. So that's good. Against Burning Abyss, since their Burning Abysses are all fiends and their Dantes are warriors, they're not really gonna be able to get started. So they're not gonna be able to get their like Dante mills off. So they can't Dante. And then spiritual beasts, like they have different types. That's like all I know. Like the penguin is like a different type than the pink dolphin, and like the elder is a spellcaster, and then like the pink dolphin's like an aqua or something. I have no idea, but I know they're all different types, so that's really good, and they won't be able to like contact out if it's a different one than they control. So that's really good. So that brings me to the close of my deck profile, guys. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing. Make sure to comment, rate, like, subscribe, share with your friends, and thank you guys so much for watching.